check this out. There's 1,860 contracts that have been made on the XDC network. You have 740,000 active addresses or wallets, and there's a total supply of 37 billion. This is fixed. This is going to be an amount that will only exist in the world, and no more will be created nor minted. And 12 billion circulating. So out of these other layer ones, I mean, in my opinion, this is one of the most, undervalued. I want to say, as a layer one, it's because it is its own protocol. It's its own network, right? It's not like Polygon, which is a really good layer two. This is way different. This is its own ecosystem, which I like and I prefer, as an investor, because I know you can get more value, you can derive more value from a level one or layer one, than something like that's layer two that just builds on top of what's already been created, out of the foundational stuff. But with Metis, it's another layer two that I find really undervalued, right? Metis, which is this protocol right here, I think the founder of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin, his mother is actually like she has a hand in the creation of this, or the management side of things when it comes to Metis DAO. So I think it's gonna obviously succeed and do very well. It's been performing really, really well against Bitcoin, against every other layer two, like even Polygon and stuff. It's been beating it out in terms of growth and performance, because if you look at Polygon, it's like basically every other token where it's like it went up and it went down, and it's kind of trying to like come back up to its all-time high price, I guess. I have nothing. I used to be very ignorant when it came to Polygon and stuff. Now I see the value in it, as a way to be able to store your ERC20 tokens away from Ethereum and avoid Ethereum gas fees and stuff. This is like the same capabilities of Ethereum, but I guess better. It's cheaper, not as cheap as XDC, of course, but it's an alternative for sure. Metis is undervalued to layer two, just like Polygon. XDC, and this ecosystem is growing. It's going to take a while, guys, for people to actually catch on and take notice. I think even utility, it's like a few years behind a lot of this stuff. So let me show you something real quick. So obviously, to make a XDC master node which secures the network, it also reduces congestion because you're validating the transactions that are taking place within the protocol. You're helping out with that. There's only 108 out of 198, I believe, total validated nodes. If you go here to XinFin scan, which is like the Ether scan, but for the XinFin network, and look, no one's going to be paying $1 million or anything close to that for a master node unless you're an institution that needs this for their everyday business needs, right? If you're not an institution, it doesn't make sense for you to make 3% on your money, which is what you're earning from an XDC network master node. So you're going to probably buy other type of nodes, or you're going to try to stake your money into something that provides a better return. Because if you bought XDC down here at like these prices, or any time between 2018 to middle of 2020, then it did make sense to create a node, or to at least save up enough XDC tokens to create a $10 million. I said $10 million. I mean 10 million token master node, because that's what it takes. It literally takes so much money to do that. So that's why there's not that many being created. I hope they do lower this amount, and that they lower the reward rate as well, because it just makes the protocol more sustainable. And when they lower the reward rate, which is currently I think like 2,000 tokens per day, which is 60K a month, she's like, once you lower like the rewards rate, the price usually shoots up on things that are valuable, But look, Trade Tech opens new office in Dubai. Andrew Casterman tweeted that. You guys already know who Andrew Casterman is. He has a lot of experience, over 20 years working with Swift and trade markets, which is a very good resume, right? He has the credibility and the connections to make pretty much anything happen in this space when it comes to like TradeFinance. He's working with the TFD initiative as well as Trade Tech, and advising XinFin at the same time. He's bringing trade finance with both retail and institutional liquidity providers thanks to tokenization. And TFD initiative, it works with a lot of different banks and a lot of different market makers, like technology companies as well, that are leveraging blockchain technology, and they're bringing it to financial institutions for easy adoption and seamless delivery to do all these things you guys see here. It's self-explanatory. I don't need to go over it so many times throughout my videos, guys. You guys already heard me talk about why I think XDC is very useful for that use case, right? For the trade finance use case, which is, what it does best. It's a payments token, kind of like XRP, but for that market, just a multi-trillion-dollar market. Now look, when it comes to layer ones battling it out, XDC smokes the competition in terms of efficiency, speed, and scalability, which is scalability and efficiency is basically speed and how cheap something is. That's efficiency. Can you confirm this transaction quickly and without it costing you like $150 like it does for Ethereum, which is the number one layer one network for smart contracts and DeFi and NFTs. Polkadot is the second one right now, I believe, second or third, but it's right around there. If you look at the top 10, it will just tell you what protocols are like the leading ones in terms of like for smart contracts, DeFi. See, Cardano's up here in terms of like market cap, but it's not the number 2 because it doesn't have that much value locked. There's not that much going on in terms of development and stuff. There's not that much even transactions taking place within this network. It's kind of just like a buy and hodl type coin. For the most part, people just invest in it because they're like, or one of the persons that created Ethereum are working with Cardano, so they invest in it because of the founder, because they believe when sharding and when everything launches, like when you're able to port ERC20 to the ADA ecosystem, like it's gonna be much better and stuff. That's what people are banking on, which is cool. Solana's the number 2, I believe. Number 3 is Polkadot, and then you have Terra, then you have Avalanche and Matic and all that stuff. But when it comes to like these ones battling out in terms of like how much value is locked within these protocols, how much money is in like things and different assets, and then development and smart contract, stuff that's been created on here. These are killing XinFin. Maybe not Cardano. I mean, Cardano technically is because it's been around for a little bit longer and it's a lot more bigger in terms of market cap and liquidity. So I guess this is killing it in terms of like development, but it's not killing XinFin, with these things right here, which is the block time, TPS, which is the transactions per second, gas fees, which is essentially scalability and efficiency. It's not killing this one so anytime soon. So the technology for XinFin, XRP, and XLM is miles ahead of everything else, and it's like 5 to 10 years ahead of everything, meaning we're not in the time for them to shine right now. First, these ones need to like shine and get burnt out, become utilized and get dealt with. People need to realize these are trash and that you need something more scalable and so that it can actually scale to mass adoption. And that's what XinFin XRP is, and XLM, and then Flare is trying to bring smart contracts and DeFi to XRP and to all these other protocols that don't normally have DeFi and smart contracts. That's what Flare is trying to do. So with Flare, I guess if they actually succeed in what they're trying to actually accomplish, you're gonna see a lot of these protocols like XRP and XLM that typically don't have smart contracts. They're gonna become like the number 1s, number 2s, number 3s, because the speed's gonna be there, the scalability, efficiency is there. And now you're going to have those integrations, with DeFi and smart contracts, and different things that you can do on it. Like it's going to become more easy to use, right? And more interoperable. So you're going to be able to go from one network to the other pretty easily because of interoperability and all that. So you're going to be able to integrate like Ethereum with XRP and then Ethereum with Bitcoin and stuff like that, because that's what Flare is trying to do. Total value locked, yeah, XinFin's getting killed. It's not. It's like, so you're gonna have to wait like 2 to 3 years before this stuff really starts shining, in my opinion. not financial advice. I'm just saying, like, this is what I see happening. 2021 Gold Global Awards. You know, talking about the International Trade Council's awards celebrate businesses that are innovative, unique, and enterprising. Trade Tech received the award for being the top placer in the category of trade finance. Very bullish for XDC. Now look, check this out. So you have all these other layer ones. It tells you like how much they've grown in market cap and stuff. How much DeFi has changed the finance world, and how funds are firing up. You know, cash and worldwide crypto funds more than doubles in 2021. Compare that to 2020 and 2019. And then 2022 is just going to kill 2021 in terms of how much money is being invested from, you know, venture capitalist companies and you know, like crypto funds. Basically anyone that's trying to beat inflation. The global hunt for yield. So look, U.S. Treasuries give you 0.4%. Municipal bonds give you 2.1%. Corporate bonds are 3%. DeFi yield farming is 12 to 18%, which just kills everything. Like, just blows everything out of the water, right? And then you have issues with the current financial system. Tells you how the stock market's only open 6.5 hours per day, and crypto is open 24/7. It's available every day of the week. It takes 2 days to settle stock trades. Crypto is instantaneous, essentially. Just depends like what network you're using, but there's fees involved as well, just like with stocks. Typically, it's just, you know, pick your poison, right? Like you're gonna be spending like broker fees or whatever to trade like on different like stock exchanges, or you're gonna be paying like Ethereum a bunch of money to settle a transaction. You know, either way, like what do you prefer? I prefer Ethereum, honestly, because you're not gonna at least buy some coin that can 10x or something in the next year or two. And then with stocks, you just get like a 10-20% increase usually on something that's, you know, matured in the markets. But what is DeFi, and explains DeFi here? Top blockchains by developer growth: Ethereum, Solana, and Polkadot. Just like I said, you know, these are the top 3 layer ones. You got Cosmos, which is just doing amazing. Near protocol, which is, I need to make a video on that. Same with Cosmos. And Avalanche is killing it, guys. With Avalanche, it's like a snowball effect. It just keeps on getting bigger and bigger with time. And if you look at the top layer 1 blockchains by total value locked and growth in that, you can see Phantom has had the biggest growth from October 1st, 2021 to January 11th, which is last week of this month and year. 286% growth. This is why Phantom's killing it. This is why I made a video on it recently. The big picture, and then, you know, Harmony 1's also increasing. But Phantom and the Avalanche are taking over. They're flipping Solana and BSC in the past like 2 or 3 months in terms of growth. And then this is more like what's gonna happen, guys. I expect XDC sometime in the next 2 to 3 years. It's gonna be like the number. It's gonna be like in the top 3 essentially. So that's all I want to say for today's video, guys. And MAS licensed digital custodian Propine announces partnership with XinFin. The developed solution is integrated with XinFin to serve its users with institutional grade security, fully compliant and insured custody service. XDC. I expect a Coinbase listing sometime soon, you know what I mean, in the next 5 to 6 months. We've had so many listings already. Hopefully Coinbase or Binance is the next one up. Either one would be amazing, because then people in the United States will easily be able to invest into XDC like they were able to invest in XRP in 2017. Alright, this was the Crypto Slayer. Love you all. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you guys later. I'm out.